Welcome back to Sagas of Sundry, Goblin Mode. I'm Amy Vorpal, your Dungeon Master, and with me as always are the Minions of Mayhem, your favorite terror squad, played by...
Hi, I'm Dan Casey. I play Phibbs. He's a skeleton, but also a wizard, and now very underground.
I'm Danielle Radford. I play Busy. Busy is also a skeleton. She is a multi-class bard rogue. She's also underground.
Hey guys, I'm Jason Wynn. I play Tippy, a goblin artificer. He's got a gun, and he's very much not a baby.
Sure.
And our special guest...
Hi, I'm Becca Scott, and I play Barigneas Burrfist VI.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wonder where the other ones are.
No one knows. And I am a rune shaper cleric.
Ooh. Rune shaper.
Yes. You know, I thought it would be nice for this party to have a cleric.
I think that's a smart idea.
I've gone my whole life without really.
Choice. You are such a smart DM.
And with that just really amazing compliment from Jason Wynn, it's time now to part the veil of reality. And we are no longer in a cube-shaped room on a high floor in a place that may or may not have been designed to actually be a studio. No. We are, as the dwarven player characters said before, deep underground in Fitfettle Delve, the dwarven gem mine, in a place that has been abandoned for centuries for lack of use and also for maybe even the departure of the source of this place, the Fate Keeper's ritual room. It is a enormous sanctum, 100 feet high, 50 feet wide in a circle, and our two goblins, two skeletons, and two dwarves are all facing against a literal pile of fleshy fiends. They have just noticed the players come in, and how would they not after exploding the door down? But dwarves will be dwarves. And what we're going to do is jump right into initiative, baby.
I'm ruined.
We roll for stealth retroactively.
Yeah.
Let's talk it out.
This is my lucky one.
Give me...
Oh.
All right, anyone get a 16 or higher?
Yes.
What was it?
19.
Ooh.
19. Okay, so that's Barigneas. Anyone get an 11 or higher?
Yeah, that's a 14.
I also got a 14.
There we go.
What's your dex?
18.
Okay, so you you do it.
Tippy, Busy. Anyone get a 6 or higher? Oh no, okay.
This couldn't be me.
Did anyone?
A 4!
Okay, that beats Bakara's one, but
Kara.
okay. You see like thousands of eyes just look at you all at once. After a bit of a second, many of them do go back to trying to get to the center of wherever they're piling onto, but some of them do target you. And it actually is Barigneas' turn first.
I'm sorry we may have gotten you into a bit of a unpleasant situation, my new friends, so let's just bless your hearts. And I cast Bless upon my 3 new friends. I guess there's one other new goblin friend, but I ignore her.
That's fair.
Does it sound like she's saying that in earnest or in kind of a rude way like they might do in the South?
I think the goblins
Bless
might
their
say,
heart.
yeah, bless your heart
Bless your
like that,
heart.
but I think...
No, actually, I did bless your heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your heart is
I
blessed.
feel blessed. I
Yeah.
actually do.
And so what can they do with bless?
Whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw before this spell ends, which is a duration of 1 minute, you can roll an additional d4 and add that number to your attack roll or saving throw.
Awesome.
Thank you, Barigneas.
Thank you,
She put a cleric in the room to help you.
That's it.
Someone had to.
Yeah, my first
We
time
could have been getting blessed this whole time.
What's a bless?
I don't know.
This?
Okay, it is now these fiends' turns. They almost look like undead. They're fleshy, but even the flesh is like decrepit, falling apart, very pocked. They do actually have a humanoid shape, head, 2 arms, 2 legs, but they're crawling on all 4s, and they move faster than you think they should be able to look. They almost move like beetles, like very skittery. And these, remember, they are swarms of them, so it's not just one of them is coming at you. It's a mass. And as the masses move off the piles, you can see that some from the ceiling are seeing an opening and dropping back down onto the pile. But for a time, as the masses did move, you saw like a chunk of this pile that was not holding any fiends at the moment. Even below those fiends, it seemed like there was even more. The pile is about 15 or 20 feet high and has like about a 15-foot radius as well. Many of them are going to turn towards you. So let's see, they're gonna attack Tippy and Busy.
Oh.
Tippy 10 does not hit, but I think a natural 20.
Oh, tight.
This is going to do,
So I dodge one and I'm like, Busy, look out!
you take 8 slashing damage, Busy,
Okay.
as their claws are able to get up to you and slash around your legs, and some of them are even stacking on top of themselves to get at your bones of your torso.
Get him off me!
All told, that is what happens. They seem to be weak, but obviously very many of them. It's Tippy's turn.
Okay, so seeing as they just went up and attacked my friend, you would think that Tippy is going to shoot that one, but he's not. He's going to use his goblin ability, Nimble Escape, to disengage from the creature that's attacking him.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my maximum movement speed away from the action, and I'm gonna go, Unzu gave me something, the scope! And I look through my gun at what the mass is, and I try to identify using the scope's magic.
Okay, perfect. When you look at that, go ahead and make your DC, what is it, 16 perception check?
Perception check, okay, DC 16 perception check with the bless. Let's see, oh, I rolled exactly a 16, and the bless makes it 19 plus perception, that's 22.
Yeah, you're able to determine their AC, a weakness, or secret. What would you like?
Their weakness, please.
Okay, they are...
Chocolate.
No, we ate all of that.
That's why they're all over me.
They can actually understand abyssal.
Okay.
Cold, fire, and lightning won't do much damage to them.
Cold, fire, and lightning.
And poison.
So I relay that to the entire team. Tippy runs and he's scoping and he's like, it seems like they're resistant to cold, fire, and what?
And immune to poison.
Cold, fire, and lightning, and I think they're immune to poison, so don't try to poison them.
You can see all that through the scope?
Yes,
That's incredible.
I know.
Ow!
What am I weak to? Look at me.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that Phibbs's weakness is a good book on a cozy
Seems
chair.
like you're weak to a good book, like a book nook situation.
Guilty as charged, buddy.
Cozy cushion. maybe
Yeah,
a throw
Phibbs is
pillow.
cottagecore all the way.
What am I weak to besides being attacked currently by all of these dudes?
I think you're just weak to being attacked.
Yeah.
No, actually, her weakness is the fear of not reaching one's potential.
Damn.
He's like,
No, we said Busy's weakness. We didn't say Danielle's weakness.
seems like your weakness, down to the very core of you, is not meeting the standards of society and be successful.
Now I double hurt.
Oh,
Maybe put that
you
scope
got
down.
Frita. They always turn. Oh, that's not me. No, that's my friend.
Sorry.
Okay, not that this is a serious battle or anything.
This is a very serious battle.
I always tell her
Yeah.
it's being
But yeah,
too nice.
Yeah, Godfrida is too trusting. She gives people too much of the benefit of the doubt.
Looks like you're too trusting. Yeah, just maybe trust a little less. And then I go and I look over at Barigneas.
Brigneas actually fears her own success. She's not taking up the mantle that she was born with.
You got a bit more in your future. You should probably step up a little bit.
I'm doing enough.
And then I take my gun and I slowly turn it to myself. I'm like, no, what am I doing?
Okay, great. So you disengaged and you looked at that.
Yeah.
I think that's the turn,
Yeah,
right?
that's okay.
Is it
Yeah,
action?
yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
perfect.
thought.
Figured it out. Busy. Now it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm being covered by dudes, and I am a rogue bard, which does nothing for any of the things that they are. I don't have a scope that sees only insecurities in your friends. Would I know if, are they tracking by sight, by sound, by smell?
Yeah, roll a nature check.
Okay. So I don't know this. I don't know anything right now. I'm in too much pain. I rolled a natural 1, so that's a 2. I'm in too much pain to, I think, be able to see, probably.
But regardless of that, you can definitely tell that they are, whatever they're snacking on or wanting or going after, even though some have taken a break to snack on you, that they are interested in what's at the very bottom and center of the pile.
So they're more interested in that. So, okay, so what I'm going to do...
Yes, because there is the huge pile, like by all rights, they should be turning on you, and only 2 different swarms of them are.
Okay, so what Busy is going to cast Silent Image, and I'm going to make an exact replica of myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it walk over to whatever it is they're going for, in the hopes that they will decide that they need to move away from me and attack that to keep it away from whatever it is they're trying to protect.
Okay. Your silent image walks over to the pile, and you cannot tell, still, you can't even see what they're burrowing into. But as you move your silent image over there, a couple of them clock what you're doing. We'll wait till their turn to see what happens.
And then for my bonus, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration, and I am going to cast that on Barigneas. Like, hey, ow, you, ow, are doing a really great job here, ow, and I believe, ow, in you, and I think that you're doing just great. I'm in a lot of pain, but don't be afraid of your own power, and if you want to use any of it so I can stop being eaten, that would also be very cool. Thumbs up, ow.
Validation? I give it, but I so rarely get.
That's not true.
Oh, Gottfrieda. You're too trusting.
Okay, perfect. You now have Bardic Inspiration. That's an extra D6 to a D20 roll. What? And it is Gottfrieda's turn. Gottfried is going to...
I didn't hook her up, though.
No, I know. What she's going to do is actually she's going to see Pakara and go, you and me, girl. I'm gonna go on the left and you're gonna go on the right, and we're gonna come together in the middle and maybe cram some of these guys together. She's using a leadership tactic that actually she does have. She is good at strategy, and so she and Pakara are gonna move as a team together towards the center pile.
Like I said, terrible rune shaper, but good at other things.
That is gonna be what she does, and Pakara is gonna be able to actually add a D4 to her roll when she gets to go. But first, it's Fib's turn.
All right. First, I have a quick question. Would you consider this large pile of little dudes to be a singular entity, or are they divided into discrete swarms?
Gosh, I would do either one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there are many parts of a whole, but all together they do form quite the cluster. Yeah, I think that could count as one thing. Yeah.
How big are they?
Really small, like 2 to 3 feet. I guess big for beetles, small for humanoids.
Gotcha. Big for beetles, small for humanoids. That's how I measure most things. Okay, I'm gonna take a bit of a swing here. Fibs reaches into one of his pouches and says, all right, let's see here, what do we got? And comes out with a handful of powdered iron and looks at the giant swarm and thinks to himself, a little big, I wonder what's underneath there. And then he blows it onto the swarm, or out in front of him, and it flows through the air out to the swarm, and he casts Reduce to make them smaller.
Oh, my. I love it. Okay, here's what happens. That reduces it by 1 size,
Yes.
right? Okay, so 30 foot I think is a gargantuan, and so we're gonna say that it moves down to huge or giant, whatever. I'm not looking that up, but it goes down from about a 30-foot pile to, it moves in 5 feet. Okay, so it went 30 feet to 20 feet. So what happens immediately is this enormous pile of beings just swarming around each other, each one on the outside trying to dive deeper. The others get pushed out. It's like they're scrabbling over each other, but they're not attacking each other. They're just trying to get further and further into the center. When you cast that, the pile completely shrinks, but what you see is that these beings that were about 2 to 3 feet actually are completely reduced down to mere 5 or 6 inches. So it's still a coating on them with these smaller beast running around. And in fact, it almost looks more grotesque as the movement just swirls and swirls faster and faster on the outside of it.
Sorry, it's my bad. I didn't think it would look worse.
Yeah, you made that much worse.
Oh, it's so unpleasant.
It looks like wetter and damper for some reason.
What you do notice is that even with this outside layer reduced in size, that the pile itself, whatever's underneath it, has to be even further buried deep, because you do see normal-sized fiends still on the outside coating.
Or inside?
Yeah, it's like a truffle of fiends. You've got the small crunchy bits on the outside, and then you have the
ones.
large, soft, fleshy ones underneath. And you just
Creamy? The creamy ones are inside?
well, we don't know
in the
what's
middle?
inside, but we can only imagine.
That's what you should use the scope for.
I know, well,
The secret,
just
what's
wait,
inside?
just wait.
How many licks do you get to the center of a fiend pile?
Just one. Okay, Phibbs kind of tugs absent-mindedly at his lustrous locks, and that's the end of his turn.
Amazing. Okay, so it's Prakara's turn, and Prakara is going to follow Gottfrida's lead. She actually sees where you're aiming your gun at where you were looking and goes, "I got your back, Tippy. I'm going in."
Careful.
She tries to hit just a big old swarm on the outside. They're smaller, but still there. Yeah, she's able to hit. She does a little bit of damage as you see her take her dagger and just goes, ah! You see some of these fiends kind of fall down dead, especially the smaller ones, but overall, nothing's really done to the entire pile. She says, I don't know how we're gonna do all of this. This is an enormous pile. I like your spunk, Gottfrieda, but I don't understand how this is going to work. And that is Barigneas' turn. Back to the top.
Okay. What is happening on Busy right now? Is there one creature attacking
It's a
Busy?
swarm of them. Yeah, but
full
it's
swarm.
one. So I would say a swarm is about 5 or 6.
Oh no. Okay. So if I have to, we gotta go area. Do I use a big gun?
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
You're asking
you
the
do.
gun goblin.
Always use a big gun.
Oh, I think
Automatic, semi-automatic, or what do you want
What's-
to talk
Legs,
about?
no legs?
How confident
Barigneas
do you want to be?
really wants to help, but I think what would help most. Do you want healing now, or do you want me to just get these bugs handled?
Because so they're on me, but are they doing continuous damage?
No, you can tell. None of them have like leached onto you. None of them are like biting you consecutively. Like they're clawing at you. That's what did a lot of the damage.
That's what did the damage.
Yeah, this last
Okay,
time.
I love healing, but let's get these bad boys off me.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I walk over to Busy and close my eyes, casting Spirit Guardians.
Great.
I'm gonna make cute little dwarf angels that are gonna pop out and float around with little wings. They look like those Precious Moments dolls. And these things are gonna have to do a wisdom save.
Okay.
And on a failed save, they'll take radiant damage.
Oh, I love
Lots
it.
of radiant damage.
Okay, not very
My
wise over
radiant
here.
little
Yeah,
dwarf babies.
Those are babies.
They're
And
babies.
it kind of looks like you.
cherubic dwarves.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be.
They're wearing little diapers.
Little diapers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a 3 on their wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's not enough.
No.
And I am designating all of my allies to not be affected by this radiant damage.
Okay.
They're gonna take 3d8.
3D8.
Damn.
Anything within 15-foot radius.
Damn.
So I was trying to decide whether I should go pile, but I see a friend in need. So I'm targeting the swarm that's on Busy, and maybe if it catches some on the edge of the pile, my sweet DM.
And what's. You know that sweet talk just works on me.
Okay, I gotta change my.
Tried it.
I gotta change my tag.
Yeah. Becca, the radius for Spirit Guardians is 15 feet,
15 feet.
and you're.
So I was walking kind of towards the pile, in between Busy and the pile,
Oh,
making
yeah.
sure Busy's swarm is the primary
Yeah,
focus.
for sure. Okay, cool. It will hit some of the pile then.
Sick. Let's see, that's 9 plus 7. That's the same as 2, 8, 16 damage.
Okay, 16.
To each of them radiant damage.
Amazing. Yeah, that's gonna do it. So go ahead and describe what these beings feel like. They are again like little skittery flesh, like monkey-like creatures.
Okay, skittery flesh monkey creatures. Begone! Take my dwarf baby angels! Have at 'em!
Those babies
And they
are going
just start,
wild.
they pull out like little straws and they're just like, squeezy or pouch, whatever you call it at your house. My D&D is very informed by babies. And they just slurp them up. They just slurp them up. Yeah, that's
Just drink their essence.
that's what radiant damage is.
What are the babies doing?
And I like that you're like, I'm imagining actually like the troll dolls, because I like the dwarves around you are a little angelic, but they also are different colors, like the gems in the
Brightly
gem line.
colored gem hair with little gems in their belly buttons.
So they slurp them,
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct gems.
Yeah.
and they slurp up these fiends, and as the liquid from their bodies just oozes out, they are left as a flesh sack, just empty on the ground.
Squeezies.
Squeezies. That is what your spirit guardians do, but you didn't even notice that on the other side of you, on your right, it is capturing some of the pile, like scooping out this hemisphere that your spirit guardians are also taking over. It's doing the same thing to the small, tiny creatures that Fibs reduced, and as well as some of the larger creatures underneath that, almost like taking a big bite out of this hemisphere.
That was more efficient than even I thought it would be.
You get a good way into the pile.
Can we see anything exposed?
Still no, but it does look like with this bite you took out of it, you can see about 10 feet in, and you still can't see what's on the inside. And as soon as you do that, beings drop from the sky and fill that part back up.
Wait, beings drop from the sky? Like more flesh critters?
Yeah, they're on the ceiling and the walls around you too. Those that haven't they haven't
so
quite
scary.
got their confidence up or don't think that they can quite make it. But after you've taken the bite out of this dome, they take their chance. Like they're gonna fill that back in. But again, it's still a 10-foot radius dome because of Fibs' spell. Okay,
Group, they don't seem to be too wise.
no, they don't.
them a riddle.
Correct.
Ask them for advice.
doing that?
Okay, we still have, it's their turn again. Let's see how many are going to remove themselves from the pile and target you. Okay, we have 6 swarms leaving the pile now. They're all of normal size. So, Busy, another one is going to attack you. No, it does not hit. Tippy, the ones on you are going to try again. Really? No. But 2 more swarms are going to attack both of you. Busy, yes. That's going to be a dirty 20. And does a 13 hit, Tippy?
It does not.
It does not? Okay. So 2 more, 1 on Barigneas, 1 on Fibs. Barigneas, no. A 4 to hit, and Fibs, dang, no, 5 to hit. Okay, so it's really just Busy again.
The dice are mean.
But no critical this time, so that's good. You take 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Fun fact about the ones that appeared in my 15-foot radius, once they entered, they had to do another saving throw or take the
there's
same
no way.
damage
Yeah,
for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. Spirit Guardians.
Or knock me out of concentration.
Okay, well, let's see if they know not to do that. They get an 8, and then that's it. They got an 8, right? It was just one of them. Yeah, they are completely depleted.
Juiced.
They're juiced like deflated balloons immediately upon entering.
These babies keep slurping.
Babies, go! Slurp, babies!
So even though 6 different swarms have left the pile, you're still left with a 10-foot radius pile, and the ones that left are replenished by the ones on the ceiling falling down. Okay, Tippy, your turn.
Okay, first of all, so that last scope checkout, I was asked for a weakness, so all I found out is they don't have a weakness, but I know what they're resistant to.
That's right.
Right, so as far as I know, they don't have any known weaknesses.
I did tell you. Oh, they understand Abyssal, but yeah.
I understand Abyssal. So I'm clocking that knowledge just before I make my move. I yell out to the group, does anybody speak Abyssal?
Well, I speak Common plus any 2 languages of the DM's choice.
You did do that semester abroad in the Abyss.
Hey, let's let the dice decide. Okay, 11 or higher on a D20 will let you speak Abyssal.
It's a 2.
You do not speak Abyssal.
What about Elvish?
Sure, that sounds great. You can speak Elvish.
Okay, well, I feel like the Abyssal thing's important, but I don't know. It seems like when the babies were slurping, right? The babies were slurping away. It made a hole, right? And it seems important that these things keep filling up the hole.
It does seem important.
So Tippy sees that and goes, "They try to hide something in the middle. Well, I wonder if they're resistant to click clack bullets. And first things first, I'm just gonna fire my Eldritch Cannon, the one with the little eyeballs.
Okay, yes.
And I'm gonna blast. It's the blasty kind of Eldritch Cannon.
Okay.
That's not good. That's gonna be.
Don't forget to roll an extra 1d4 to your attack.
I definitely
oh,
did.
blessed
And
boy.
I ended up on the one side of that d4, and that's gonna be an 11.
11. It will pierce through the outer shell of the feed pile.
I think it's 2d8.
And what did you get?
And that's gonna be 13 damage.
Just 13 damage. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So that's the Eldritch Cannon.
That's
Awesome.
the Eldritch Cannon, and then I'm gonna blast with Tippy's gun for sure. So that's gonna be way better.
Remember your +1 scope.
Yep, that's gonna be like 26.
Really?
Yeah, so I get +1 from repeating shot, +1 from the scope. I rolled a 19, so that's 22, and then I get +6 on a pistol. So what was that? That's even
19 plus 2 is 21, and then +6 is 27.
27.
Yeah. Okay. So it definitely hits.
That hits, and I didn't even roll the bless yet. So, all right, that's gonna be a 1d8 +5, so 10 damage.
So here's what happens. Between the two of your attacks, the Eldritch Cannon and your cobbled together gun and scope, it is highly impressive. You do see it pierce through. And I don't know that anyone else would be able to see this, but you do, as these bullets fly through the swarms and a few bodies are just chucked off willy-nilly. And through the piercing, just for a second, you actually see there is a core, and it shines red light right back at you. Intense red light.
Guys, there's something inside, and it looks very red.
I suppose because it is in the dark right now, and that being like a really solid light source, no gems on the walls, that y'all would be able to determine something red did shine forth from the hole, at least for a second, until more of these creatures filled it back up. Yeah, and you did a significant amount of damage as bodies of these creatures are falling on the floor on the outside. Awesome.
Great.
Busy.
So I'm just gonna drink from the chalice. I'd already prepped a supreme healing, and so that is 10d4 +20. I don't even gotta do all that, because +20 right now, my HP is at 12, so the +20 is gonna get me to 22. I will roll 1d4 for fun, because we're all here, so why not? And that's a 2, so now I'm back to full health.
Amazing.
Nice.
Okay, and I didn't address that these monsters, when they saw your silent image walked all the way on top of the pile, inside the pile, just kind of do all kinds of stuff to it. And you can tell it's not magic that they're interested in. It's also not something visible that they're looking for either.
Okay, so it's a feeling, like they're being drawn to it almost like it's a
energy or a feeling. Yeah. And so this image that is fully false and not made of really anything other than magic, it does not interest them.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action to drink from the chalice.
So that's to drink from the chalice. I am going to cast Unseen Servant.
Okay. So you call upon her and she comes in flying. It says, "Oh my gosh, hey girl, how are you? How have you been?"
Busy doesn't know if she remembers anything from.
Yeah, she goes, "I have missed you. I have really missed you.
I missed you too.
You look great.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
What took you so long?"
You know, since when was the last time I saw you?
Well, it was in the ethereal realm, and we kind of
Oh my God.
melded.
I'm so sorry. I didn't. You said you weren't gonna remember.
That is not what I said.
You said you
I
weren't
said
sure.
I didn't know.
Oh my God. Hi.
I remember every second.
How are you?
They had a smooch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm simultaneously the best I've ever been and also really frustrated. It's really hard for me to materialize here, and I've been waiting for you, so a little mad at you, but not really. I can never stay mad at you.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to give you. There's little chittering. I just wanted to give you space because I wasn't sure what you remembered.
Yeah, oh my gosh, what did you bring me to?
Oh yeah, we're in the middle of the battle too, but we're home, so that's cool, right?
Yeah. I remember Fitfettle Delve.
Yeah.
From those days.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the
Also, my great granddaughter's here, and she does not know any of this, so
okay.
secret.
Secret.
Is this all out loud?
Yeah.
You have don't forget about a sidebar. You can do that with a ghost.
Sorry. We're going into couple corner. We're just gonna go. We're gonna go to couple corner. But yes, everything.
What did you say about a great granddaughter?
Oh, I said, have you ever heard that sometimes there's a thing called a great granddaughter?
I think you might need to deal with this
I'm
after.
kind of busy.
I think everyone heard us loud and clear. When we're together, we're very loud.
I know, it's wild. I wouldn't have thought that we were that loud.
Okay, so did you want to, you want to do consensual possession, or you want me to wreak havoc, or?
Oh, gosh. Maybe not in front of the kids.
Yeah.
If you want to wreak some havoc, though, that could be really fun.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I would love to. So now we have Ronnie. I think summoning her was an action. I'll have her go after Pakara, okay? Oh yeah, Ronnie. Forgot about that.
Love her.
Fun being.
Love this vibe.
Okay, busy. So she's just hanging out near you, and she'll go and do what she does at the end. So Godfrida is going to command Pakara to attack. She's going to try to attack as well. Let's see if she does. She's going to shoot her crossbow. She sees that the light that you shined did something, so she's going to try to pierce the pile as well. No, she got a 1. Godfrida whips out her heavy crossbow and shoots, and it just hits the back of one of them in such a way that it goes haywire, gets knocked askew. And Fibs, it's your turn.
Loof, you in there? It's showtime. Show them what you got. Time to cause some terror.
I can't wait to show everyone what I'm made of, which is mostly webs.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for, darling.
Okay, Unky Fibs.
Yeah, so she goes ahead, and where are you having her cast web?
So, just remind me, is there a group of them currently attacking Busy?
There's 2 still and to be 1 on you, Fibs.
Okay, I'm gonna say, all right, Loof, aim true, aim carefully, and free your Unky Tippy from these horrible little creatures.
It would be my pleasure, but I do not stand for freedom. I stand for complete ruination under my web, so I'm not going to save Unky Tippy, but I am going to kill the fiends.
Okay, ruin the people adjacent to Unky Tippy.
Done.
All right, that is a 22 for her to hit.
Oh, dear, yeah, cool. So they're gonna make a strength saving throw to see if they are, both of them are now
fantastic.
under her web.
Oh, webs! Was that from Loof?
Who else would it be from?
I don't know what these things can do!
And it's like these webs shoot out and they slap right on top of these swarms, and they miss you just by inches as you feel your goblin hair like whoosh back, aimed extravagantly perfectly. Fibs, what else?
You know what? I've had enough of these guys over here. Seems like they need to calm down. In fact, they need to chill out. And the skeletal hang loose erupts from his hand and slowly turns around and squeezes the pile as I cast Chill Touch.
Oh, okay, amazing. So chill touch is cold damage?
It's going to be a rain. No, it's necrotic.
Necrotic.
So that is 18 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, that is 4 points of necrotic damage.
Yes, your ethereal hand moves out, sparking with necrotic energy as it touches the pile. It grabs some of them and squeezes, and once more it's like an ice cream scoop has been taken out of this dome.
Gross.
A few more bodies fall. This time it does not fill up. It's as though it is getting weaker, this pile and this kind of hive mind sense that they all have together.
Are they undead, perchance?
They are not undead.
Okay, then never mind. Fibs goes back to concentrating. Stay small. Stay real small.
Okay, awesome. Pakara is gonna go. She is going to take out a little, just a little doodad, a little metallic doodad, and just.
Wow, what's that?
She's really close to the pile, and she's just gonna aim it. It's like a sphere with a hole at the end of it. You just see just a huge slew of fire come out of this teeny tiny ball that's held by a teeny tiny goblin. That's plenty of damage. Why hasn't she done this before?
You've been wondering the same thing
Hold out on
ourselves.
us, huh?
Pecora.
You see it go, I mean, it is almost like a flamethrower. Just a 15-foot cone is extreme fire. So she holds it out, and you see that this fire burns all the way to the core one more time as the red light shines through again. She's going to be near Godfrida, and I'll say Tippy again. Roll a perception check.
Okay.
And a dex saving throw.
Oh, God. Oh. That's going to be 21.
Okay, 21. There is something inside it, and with a 21, you're able to tell that there is a large gem, the size of about 3 feet long.
Large gem, 3 feet long.
And there is some version of a being or a creature attached to it on the top.
There's something on top of that gem. Some sort of being.
Yes.
Say that to the whole.
Yeah,
the whole
perfect.
crew.
Okay. And she goes, "Well, I saw that too. Oh my gosh, what is that?" And it looks like it could be a gem, but made more of magic than something corporeal. And it floats out of this tunnel that she's made with her fire. It floats out, and then it begins floating up, but very slowly, like a firefly almost, but bigger and brighter. It also is the color of pink cotton candy. It's Ronnie's turn. Ronnie goes, "I don't know, but I can't touch anything. I am, again, not a poltergeist." And she's going to attack the pile as well. She's just going to do almost like the chill touch does and go ahead and scoop into that ice cream that Fibs made.
Nightmare scoop.
Plenty, yes.
I'm worried about what you think ice cream is.
And,
Don't like that laugh.
A pile of loose beetles.
17, 20.
My
Okay,
favorite.
one more time, she kind of just moves her body into the pile and just stands firm, and a bunch of these beings like wither and explode from her as she does 20 necrotic damage to the pile.
Damn.
Oh, you are able to see one more time that
Ronnie OP.
you are able to see one more time the core, and another sparkle of cotton candy light floats out.
Busy just looks at Roddy and is like, "Oh my God, you're so hot."
Oh, thank you. Yes, yes, I am.
Well said.
Okay,
Here, here.
Barigneas.
Barigneas says, "You know what? Maybe we all should pull out a little trinket from our pocket and do some runescaping." Shaping.
And we all play RuneScape.
We all play RuneScape. She's gonna use one of her rune gems and holds it out. "I need someone for the spell. Who is brave enough? I will make it so they can't come for you." If someone wants to be the subject of Sanctuary, you can go in there and kind of dig around, but if you do damage to them, then the Sanctuary stops. So I can also do it to Gottfrieda if no one's interested.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
A brave little tippy you are.
Said no one. New Tippy, new
Honestly,
Tippy for sure.
you said something about them not being able to hurt me?
They cannot hurt you. They'd have to make a wisdom saving throw, and they're not so smart.
Yeah, sign me up.
All right, you just kind of rub it on ya.
Oh, okay. I thought there'd be more to this trinket. Is it just rubbing a
No,
thing
this
on
is
me?
rune shaping is not
What
as
is this?
glamorous.
Just a rock
yeah,
you're
no, we work
scraping
in
against my
mines.
skin.
It's kind of like a spot
Ow.
treatment sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
It does
exfoliating me?
exfoliate, yeah.
Are you rubbing things on me future date?
Oh, so I'm a future date now. I've graduated from a prior smooch.
Well, aren't you though?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So
I think
are
that-
you rubbing things on my future date?
Babe, chill. I'm just trying to get a spell over here. You know, it's not a big
Just
deal.
rune shaping, nothing like that.
A little rune shape. It's fine.
They've kissed one time.
One time. I'm so invested. All right, if everything's above board.
Totally above board. Just a little exfoliation.
All right, well maybe I'll get Fibs to rub some magic on me
That's
then.
fine if it's protective. I want to kiss you so bad.
Concentrating.
I want to kiss you so bad.
Sorry, there's a lot of
You know, it's
romance.
not like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
No, me neither. I mean, you know, you've got a bunch of
right.
dwarf babies to take care of. I've got my own little
Hundreds.
thing.
Hundreds of dwarf babies.
Hundreds of dwarf
Okay,
babies.
so you do cast Sanctuary. This is a very interesting spell.
Okay.
You are now protected, and any creature who wishes to attack you must make a wisdom saving throw and then attack something else. That's very interesting.
Okay.
Yes?
That was my bonus action.
Absolutely.
I'd also,
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
after exfoliating, I got anybody else's back, and I'm gonna just do a couple melee radiant strikes, if I may.
You may.
Just a slight little attack. Okay, so this is a multi-attack, so that's 19 on the first one,
Wow.
and first, 15 on the second.
Okay, both of those will hit. Yeah, for sure. And
great.
are you what are you targeting?
Some of the bigger squish monsters, squish skitterers.
Great. There is still a swarm around Fibs, and then you do have the piles.
I see a friend in need. May I? And then radiant strike. It's going to be 66.
Each one?
I rolled so many ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10 on one of them.
Okay, that'll incinerate and destroy the ones on Fibs.
Holy smokes.
Do you want me to roll it twice or just call it 10 on both?
It's up to you.
I mean, if 10 works, yeah, that's good. It's higher. I realized I was doing more math than necessary.
Okay, awesome. So Fibs, right in front of you, you just see this bolt of deific light shine down from the heavens and annihilate the swarm of fiends in front of you. And the other one
Thank you, B6.
The other one does strike the pile. It does not actually pierce through the same way that the crossbow and the gun did, but you do see some fiends just fly off the top of the mound as well. The top of the mound does seem to be getting smaller in radius than the other parts of the dome.
Did you ever think about rune shaping?
Yeah, no, I'm really feeling like the sum total of my choices relative to literally everyone in this room has left me very weak, borderline frail.
Okay.
Typical wizards.
It's the monsters' turns. You know what they're going to do is just burrow down and try to get through to the core again. You're still about 10 feet from the core. You can tell that it's still about a 10-foot thickness from the outside to the inside. Tippy, your turn.
Before I do anything, Tippy turns to Barigneas and I go, do you have any of that dynamite still on you? My sweet, sweet DM, my sweet, beautiful DM with the amazing makeup. Is there any, do they have any, do they have any explosives from when they blew up? Do they carry that around?
Oh, I think Barigneas does, don't you, Becca?
I think it would be not efficient to not have a second supply. Yeah. Perfectly calculated to have a bonus.
Can I snag one just for later?
Heads up! And she tosses it.
I'm like, oh yeah, very safe.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, you throw it.
That's where she gets risky.
And yeah,
I'll light it so it flies faster.
You've got a stick of dynamite that, from what you know before, it will just take a little bit of flint and a match, and you're on your way.
I'll come and play later. Can I see the entity inside, or has it closed back up?
Close back up. These piles of fiends are not coy; that they are trying to get to that.
Get in there and burrow.
Is that the only way?
You gotta burrow with the beetles.
And you're sure the exfoliation's gonna work?
I super swear it didn't seem like magic. It seemed like a simple spa treatment, but it was for sure
That's not what it seemed like
protective
to me.
magic.
It did not seem like either a spa treatment or just magic. It seemed as though
People can't
Don't
just
wanna
lie
get in the
about
middle?
crystals.
Let's do this! Tippy beelines, putting faith in Barigneas to the center of the opening
Okay.
to try to burrow his way to whatever's in the center.
Yeah, great.
Not attacking, but burrowing to see.
you're gonna, become one with the pile. I love it. So go ahead. You're gonna need a strength saving throw to even push through some of this.
Oh, I regret my choice.
Forget
Actually,
Plus,
not.
plus, plus.
Sorry. Do an athletics check.
Athletics check.
Bless your heart.
Okay, with the 12, that's gonna be 13.
13 will do it. Yeah, you
13 will do
press
it,
through.
okay.
So you press through the first 5 feet of this 10-foot radius, and these beings are clambering on top of you. But let's see if they do try to attack you. Some of them might.
could try.
They might try to attack you, but no, they do not. They got they got a 4, so they did not make their wisdom saving throw. Go ahead and see if you can get to the actual core one more time.
Okay.
This is going to be an athletics check, pushing
All right,
through.
Athletics. Let's see what happens. That one's way worse. Let's see if Bless will take me there. That's gonna be. Is this a 6 or a 9? This is a 9.
Oh no.
That's gonna be like 10.
Okay, so you're stuck kind of right in the middle. It's like the core, a layer of guys, you, another layer of guys. And what the rest of you see is your little goblin friend just bolting into the middle.
no.
He's disappeared. That's all you know.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you can't hear anything from the inside over the smacking noises that these things are making. But yeah, Tippy's gone. Busy, your turn.
Okay.
Goodbye forever.
Not worried.
Okay.
We never did see him again.
Damn. Okay, so we've got all of the little guys that are surrounding this core. Okay.
You also have a couple of twinkling lights floating.
Can I get a closer look at the lights?
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah. I want to investigate them lights.
Investigate them, absolutely.
Lights, that's right.
13?
A 13, you would notice that these lights are remnants of what's in the core, which you might have put that together. It's just that you used to be a dwarf, and it's not unlike a magic-filled gem. Touching it or being near it will channel what it's meant to do.
Okay, and how close am I to one of the glittery things?
You're near, yeah, you're near. You can make it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna dash over and I'm going to grab and try to catch one of the fireflies in my hand.
Okay, as you catch one or touch one, you are able to collect this. You feel like it is a gift in your hand. It feels like the same way when you touched a gemstone, that it's just thrumming with magic energy.
Okay, so I can feel the magic energy, but nothing is like transferring. It's not helping me out in any way.
No, it in itself, like you holding on to this little light that seems like you shouldn't even be able to hold it, pulses in your hands, and somehow you are. You control it now.
I control this little bit of light.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It's blowing your mind a little bit, I will say.
Is me dashing over and grabbing it, like, is that a bonus? Or
Yeah,
can I
that's a
do
bonus
something
action. Go.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if, since I've got this in my hand and I'm feeling like I'm very attuned to the core and I'm feeling very attuned to the room, which was already, this whole area has been filled with magic. I'm gonna see if by using this, I can speak directly to the core.
You can communicate, it's more of a feeling. Yeah, what do you do? How do you communicate with it?
Okay, Busy says, hey, so if you can find a way that you can open up even a crack more, we've got a little goblin who I think is in there. If you could both open up so that we can help you out more and let the goblin out, those things would be great.
You get the pulse back that says, sorry, help, in common.
Okay, are you hungry? Like, what do you need? Like, do I feed you gems?
That's it.
That's it. Okay. So y'all, the big shiny lights, weak. Use light. B6 or anybody else. Does anyone have something where they can maybe shine some kind of holy light?
You do. You literally do.
I do.
In your
and then
hand.
she think, oh. Busy is very high. Busy is very high. And how close? So I'm pretty close to the thing, right?
Yes, you are.
So Busy opens up her skeletal hands with the light and leans over to where the stuff is, with all of the gross things crawling around it, and kind of like touches it to the bigger part of it to open it up and see if she can get all those guys off.
Okay, you touch it to the pile and it explodes the pile, and it explodes outwards. These beings are pushed back. Again, it's really just a 5-foot area, another ice cream scoop out of it. Go ahead and roll 5d4. It'll be 5d4 radiant damage.
5d4 radiant damage, damn, okay. So that's 4, 8, 11.
So you see Busy having this conversation with the light, and then very tepidly, very gently and nurturingly touches the light to this pile of beings on top. It just freaking explodes. Like, it's a massive amount of energy. The light looks very deific, just the way that Becca Scott did, and the creatures just are thrown upwards, to the right, to the left, all over the place. It's really hard for this type of hole to be refilled by these guys. They're almost like keeping their distance from it. Just for fun, I really think that you were all on the same side. So Tippy, you take 5 radiant damage.
For sure. I was about to ask, but then I was like, maybe I shouldn't speak up.
Yeah, you're gonna take half because you were covered up, but you do get a glimpse of Tippy. There he is, making his way through.
Yeah, but Sanctuary's still up though, right?
Sanctuary's still up.
Well, I'll take that damage.
Area effects do go through.
Yeah, she wasn't targeting you. Okay, there is one more bit of light shining, but it is Gottfrida's turn. I think she's gonna leave the light to you all and go back into her crossbow. That seemed to evoke some stuff. Gosh, she does not roll very well. Fibs, it's your turn.
Inspired by Gottfrieda and her valiant attempt, Phibbs decides to make a valiant attempt of his own. He saw what Busy just did with the light, and he thinks to himself, that's gotta be it. Gotta be something with that light. And so Phibbs wants to run towards the other moat of cotton candy light, and he can't quite reach it, so he's going to use the Staff of Rolbear, using the snake head to kind of, like a lacrosse stick, to yeet it at the pile.
Amazing. Yeah, you are able to throw this light into the pile and it explodes, no problem. And it's radiant damage, roll 5d4.
Guys, I'm in the blast zone!
You're so brave.
What are you even throwing?
But they're not biting, aren't they?
You're right. I guess you're right.
Does it? I bet it tickles.
14 points of radiant damage.
14. Oh my gosh. Okay. You can tell the beings themselves are noticing that stuff's happening to them. So they're swarming, just some of them are actually running away and fading away. They're still there, but they're just not as obsessed with this core. The pilot seems to grow, but it actually seems like the core itself is growing in nature, pushing them off. The core is getting closer and closer to you. Pakara's thing does not recharge.
Did I take radiant damage as well on that one?
What was it? It was 14, so 7 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage. 7.
Hippie,
7.
what the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to help. Oh, so weak. Help.
Pakara is going to run up to you, Tippy, and she's going to just slice at some of these beings. Yeah, for sure. She's killing some on the outside. Ronnie's going to do her attack one more time at the top, and she again gets in there and then pushes out, and more beings are scattered around. Barigneas, it's your turn, and then it's Tippy.
Friends, I've cheated. Bless was a concentration. Those spirit babies.
Oh, sorry, we're not blessed.
Are a lie. You have not been blessed. But
I knew I couldn't
your
trust this
belief
cleric.
that you were blessed, it was a placebo effect.
I thought I was blessed this whole
Wow,
time.
this feels like an object lesson about faith.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Down here in the dwarven mines. A Fitfettle. I think it is the light itself that these beings are repelled by. So I'm gonna cast the cantrip light. It's gonna put 20 feet of bright light.
Cast it on Tippy.
I'm just gonna make it, it's just light.
Yeah.
It's just light.
Yeah.
Yeah, just regular old light.
And where is it shining, or where did you cast it?
I'm gonna walk to the opposite side of the pile from where I saw Tippy go in, and just from the palm of my hand, it radiates outward, reaching as close as I can get from the outside towards whatever being's trapped in there.
You do shine light, and the entire room is lit up more, yes?
It's an object, so I will cast it upon the clasp in my hair that magically, enchantedly braids it all the time.
Very cute.
Yeah, and when I pull it out, it just goes straight up in every direction.
In every direction, yes. And the light shines brighter. You're able to see everything crystal clear. These monsters are horrendous, but the light itself does not actually have any effect on the beings.
Cool. Your light's special. It's not just any light. That's what I was checking. Anyway, let me smash some more with radiant strike. No, just kidding. I already acted.
Okay, Tippy, what would you like to do?
So is any of this action opening up the hole at all? Because
yeah.
there's been a lot of blasting of the hole with
It
me in
is,
it.
yeah.
Tippy in the hole.
Yeah, you can see you're like 2 or 3 feet away from being able to get to the core.
So I still need to pull things out of the way? Or?
Yeah, roll a strength athletics check.
Athletics check. Okay, so I'm going to try again
Let's see if they'll
to
attack
get
you.
to the core. And that's a 4.
A 4, roll one more.
Okay.
You need a better die.
One more
This
time.
is the one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
gonna be the guy, huh? All right, let's see. That's a 3.
Okay, you're just not quite there, and actually one of them is going to succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Oh no.
So does the sanctuary goes away then, right? Once you get hit once, or does it stay up?
I think it's once you hit one of them
Yeah.
is when
Ah,
it
I
goes
see.
away.
Okay.
So will 17 hit you?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Like, gotta get to the core
Okay, you take 6
tired.
slashing damage.
6 slashing damage.
yeah.
Okay, so
How are you doing?
bad, very bad.
Okay.
Very
Tippy
bad.
Death
You're
Arc
just
incoming again.
these last bits of creatures on top of this core, they're just not falling away. You're not able to get
Okay.
even a foot closer.
And so is the searching and just the action, right?
it was
Both
almost
of those, the
yeah,
bonus
it's kind of
and
like
the
pushing
action.
through and
Got it,
moving.
okay.
Is there something else you want to try to do?
No, if I had a bonus action, I'd do something. But if I don't,
Yeah,
that's okay.
what's your bonus action?
bonus action? Is so Tippy.
Oh no, bad news.
No. Tippy trying to pull things apart, but just realizing his hands are just too sweaty. He's just too weak of a goblin, and he goes, you know what? Screw this! And he takes his gun out and he shoots the remaining whatever in
That's
front
a
of him.
bonus action is to shoot your gun.
The Eldritch Cannon is a bonus action.
The Eldritch Cannon. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And it's its own entity too. It has its own.
It just
AC.
you just get to tell it what to do.
Yeah. So it's not me attacking.
I understand.
It's the cannon attacking.
The
Yeah, it's
cannon
not
attacking.
me.
You're
Just so
just
you know.
holding it,
Yeah,
and it's
I'm just
acting
holding
as
it.
a
Tippies don't kill
Okay.
people.
Eldritch
Guns kill
cannons
people.
don't
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tippy, roll to hit.
Okay, rolling a hit with the Eldritch Cannon. Let's see. Way better. That's a 19
Yeah,
plus
19
all
will
of the
hit.
stuff.
Go ahead and,
Okay.
and roll your damage.
So that's 2d8 for the Eldritch Cannon of force damage. That's 5.
5 damage.
5 damage.
So that's enough to release this outer shell. They get the sense that they are being attacked. There's many of them, but they are small and weak. And so the ones that are remaining and not dead yet start scurrying away. Of course, some of them are still just gung-ho on snacking on whatever is in this core. But you are, all of you now, able to see what is in the middle. And it is on a slab of uncut painite, which is a deep red and very rare crystal. It is shining brightly throughout the room, giving a very warlike, blood red tint to the entire room and all of your faces. On top of the painite is a being. It is a being of energy, not again like any energy you've seen. It's not elemental in nature or force, but it is emotional and spiritual energy, but you can see it.
Okay.
Imagine a statue made of metal. There are some features that are just not included. She just seems as though she was crafted and then forgotten. And she radiates softness. She herself is the color of pink cotton candy with sprinkles of gold light twinkles in between. However, she also is a little bit translucent as well. And you immediately are overcome with this feeling of whimsy, like when someone winks at you, like you're sharing this secret, and it's something small, but it's something good. And she is curled over this red stone, and she just barely turns her head. There are still some creatures above her, and she just says, Busy, what do you do?
I walk over to her. I think I'm already pretty much right there, right? Because I touched it earlier.
Yeah, and with the pile scattering, you're able to approach without trouble.
Yeah, so I go over to her. I kind of crouch down so I can look her in the face.
As you enter her sphere of influence, which is not big, it's maybe a total of 5 foot diameter, but as you get close to her, her influence grows to include you. And Tippy, you're there too, and as it touches Busy, it actually grows to include you as well. And this core pushes the fiendish beings away as well. So the sphere, it's like completely protected, almost as if it was made of glass. You do lean down and you just get this feeling of home and secrets and flirtation and good fortune.
Perfect. So while I'm in there, I'm just gonna tell everyone, hey, get in here, move in here. Trust me, it's like super cool. And then I am going to cast Cure Wounds on poor Tippy.
Oh, yes, please.
How much does he heal?
So 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Okay.
I am 2nd level, so that's 2d8.
Why don't you roll and I'll add whatever you roll.
Yeah, so that's tight. And that's an 8, buddy.
8! Okay, that helps
And that's
a lot.
another 8.
16.
What is happening?
16. Okay, that's-
16 plus, and then my
Charisma, I think, for Bard.
yeah, my charisma, which is still only like a 1, but like, hey, that's 17.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
And you thought you needed a cleric
Oh,
around.
that helps.
This is the first time that has ever happened to us.
As
Wow.
As you move in and help your friend out and tell the rest of them to enter in, Gottfrieda and Pakara for sure are going to enter in, seeing the effects of this sphere. Barigneas as well.
Yeah, I whisper goodbye to my spirit guardian babies, and they dissolve. Bellies full, ready for naps. Bye, mommy. Bye. I love you, sweeties.
And Fibs as well.
Fibs finally stops concentrating, and somewhere he feels some little bug boys getting slightly bigger as he walks into the bright pink light. And Fibs, as he walks in, what does he feel?
Fibs feels the feeling of complete possibility. New ideas are striking you. It's that feeling like right before you go to sleep and you're like, oh wait, there's this I could do, and you need to like roll over and write it down. It's possibility and ideas thrown into your brain.
Fibs looks at this being and he feels like he knows who she is. But I'm happy to roll for it because I don't want to.
Who do you think it is?
Are you Uthus? Wanderer's Fortune?
I'm like gonna cry. Yes. What the? How did you know that? What? What happened? How did you know that? How did you know that?
Not often is the DM made to cry.
I have my notes about the Sundari from the pillar puzzle.
Oh my God.
Oh, you got her.
You got her good.
That's crazy. And she says, oh, thank you. Wow. I am Uthus, the Wanderer's Fortune. And at that moment, Gottfrieda and Barigneas look at each other, and Gottfrieda says, a Sundara.
A Sundara.
Here in Fitfettle Delve.
This is incredible.
Who are you? And she looks at Fibs.
I'm Fibs, but we serve a greater cause. We are trying to stop an evil. We've helped many of your brethren, like Arsina and Ordenf.
Those are my favorite Sundari. I love the Sundari. I can't believe this one's been living here under me nose.
Right under her noses. She's beautiful. I might weep. She's like another little baby to me.
She's so weak. We may not have the skill to help her here at Fitfettle Delve.
All right, I'm just going to ask, what's up with the flesh demons?
Wish I knew.
They're on the outside of the sphere at the moment.
They're what we thought was being pushed back all this time. We came here to destroy whatever was keeping everyone out, but looks like it wasn't doing much to begin with.
And you can finally see this being stir. Everything that you've heard, especially Fibs, about the Sundari implies that they should be many stories tall. The fact that she is about the size of an elf is very strange and sad to you. But she stirs and she looks right at you and says, you know me, but you are not my champion. My champion calls me. And as you all ponder what that question even could mean, that is where we will end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in next time to learn a little bit more about the Sundara Uthus on Sagas of Sundry Goblin Mode. looking at this picture of the fiend. Oh, you can say what you do in a second. This will get cut out. But these creatures look hilariously mammalian in the sense that they got titties.
I'm shooting them right in the titties.